to the Betmaker Show. This is the odds to win the Rocket Mortgage Classic analysis and picks preview for Monday, June 29th, 2020. And now, live from Las Vegas, the host of the Betmaker Show, Brian Blessing.
All right, folks, here we go. Another look at the PGA. This week we're giving you a peek at the Rocket Mortgage Classic. Going to Michigan. They're not allowed outside in Michigan, are they? Brian Blessing and Camp Stewart. I'm in Las Vegas.
The Rocket Mortgage a classic. That's another thing. Let's just call it the Rocket Mortgage.
Wait a minute. I'm in Las Vegas. Camp's in Canada. Is Governor Whitmer going to allow the players to have golf clubs?
Isn't it ironic, too? Like the last guy to test for COVID-19, your boy racquetball Dylan Fratelli. It's like you can't make this stuff up. Yeah, I don't know. No, they're going to play. Everything's cool. The PGA Tour has done a good job too.
They got their act together.
Yeah, they do. They got the fitness centers on site. So, like, you know, and we talked about this, Brian. No, it's going to happen with a couple of guys as long as the whole league doesn't, sink the ship. It's going to be okay. You address the problem. You see who the guy played with. You test the caddies. You do all the work. And, yeah, there's going to be, throughout this thing, I think there's going to be a couple guys every time. But we got to keep on playing.
I can tell you, betting golf's great.
Sometimes. I love doing it, too.
It's exhilarating, or you go, what the hell just happened? And I'm telling you, good for Dustin Johnson. It's a remarkable accomplishment that the guy's won every year on tour. So that streak continues. But I got to tell you, you just
He's
sit here,
lucky.
You sit and you shake your head. The Brendan Todd turned into me. The shank, takes a triple from 15 feet away. I got that move.
So do I.
Oh my God. So the poor guy, and the decision-making process was a train wreck. So Dustin Johnson, here you go. Merry Christmas. Here's your golf tournament. You just won. And he steps up and hammers a driver OB on a par 5. And you're like, what? Like, why honestly, his 3-wood, he gets home with ease anyway. It's like, why would you even do that? Okay, so that was a box of rocks move. But the most incredible one was on 15, the drivable par 4. This is no exaggeration. If he stood there and 1,000 times hit the drive he hit on that par 4, 999 times, that ball's in the water. I mean, it lands 2 feet from the water and plugs.
It's unbelievable. I can't believe that didn't go in the water. It's funny, Brian, at the start, when I watched Dustin Johnson, him and Phil have one thing in common. It's called boredom. And I don't think they listen to anybody or, want to hear anything. It's like, I'll do what the hell I want when I want. And it costs the guy golf tournaments. He's a very, very, I don't want to call the guy dumb, but he does really,
call him dumb. Honestly,
he does ridiculous things on the golf course that I wouldn't even consider with a lead.
So now he does these 2 stupid things, to his credit, short-sighted, has an incredible chip and gets up and down for par. It's like, okay, you just got away with murder on 2 consecutive holes. God steps in and delays the tournament with rain so his caddy can take him over to the driving range and shake him into reality. And he's got a 2-shot lead now with 3 holes to play. And he comes to the par 3 off the layoff where he's got all this time to hit shot after shot after shot. And the pin's tucked in the front right corner. And it's like, just hammer this thing. It's a par 3 into the middle of the green, 2-putt, and force Streelman's hand. And he short sides himself in the bunker and takes a bogey.
He's lucky that thing didn't go, and it could have been way worse because it was an awful shot. It could have been buried in grass before the bunker. There was water, Brian, there. Like, this guy doesn't – I don't understand what the hell he's doing out there. And I've had him in tournaments where he's pissed leads away, and now I know why. It's like, I got to be honest, he is so damn lucky to win that tournament. Let's remember at the start, too, the bombs that he was hitting for birdie and par, he could have lost to Streelman by 4 strokes if it was like a normal day. He had horseshoes up his ass. Let's just call it out for what it is.
To his credit, I mean,
he's a grinder, though. I'll give him credit too when he buckles down.
It's we're shooting holes at a guy that just won again.
No, I know, but
the drive he hit on 18 was like,
oh, you smoked it. Yeah.
Like the hell with you guys. I mean, that was ridiculous. He could have bunted a hybrid up onto the green from there. So,
but he does.
But yeah, honestly, I mean, you're watching this going,
what is this guy doing?
What is he thinking?
I know. I know. I know. I don't get it. And the thing is, I know you got your brother on the bag or something. I think he needs somebody a little bit different. Like I'm just going to call it out for what it is. He won. I'll give him credit. He wins tournaments every year. He's one of the best players. He's going to go to the Hall of Fame. We all know that. But also, how many tournaments have you pissed away, including majors? One, he got jobbed on with the grounding the club in the bunker, which was definitely a waste area.
That was terrible.
Remember that? I was at a wedding that day. I had money on him. I was going to win $3,000. We found out he got DQ'd. I wanted to smash the table at the wedding. We all had Dustin Johnson. I'll never forget that day.
What
a disaster that was.
I had him too. Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. This guy just bad memories. Like I see Dustin Johnson, I think of I remember Pebble Beach too. What was it? Was it a 7-shot lead?
I love that one because I had Graham McDowell that year.
No, yeah. I think we both had Graham McDowell too.
I won that one. He was 80-1. But anywho, the last thing. Let's after carving him apart here. Let's give this guy unbelievable credit.
Yes.
Well, no. How money was his putting? He was. I mean, I'm like. He turned into Ben Crenshaw. I mean, his putting was amazing.
It was. I know. You're right. I'm looking at this guy going, I can't believe the bombs he's hitting. Hey, you won the tournament. I thought Streelman deserved to probably win. Dustin got lucky, but that's the way golf is. You know what I mean? It doesn't really care. You get your breaks. You don't get your breaks, and he won the tournament. And yeah, he's not in the field this week, so I don't even have to worry about it. I'd probably fade him this week at the Rocket Mortgage if he was playing.
All right, so now we're going to Detroit, and the field, I think what we're looking at here is, 3 of the top 10? So we've had great tournaments. I mean, honestly, Cam, 3 weeks back, close tournaments. I mean, a lot of drama on Sunday, and you got 3, the monsters coming in, DeChambeau, Webb, Simpson, Patrick Reed. But then you look at deflated prices, guys that were, Ty Hatton was 60-1 2 weeks ago, 16-1.
Yeah, no thanks.
Matsuyama, 18-1, no thanks.
No, thank you.
Hovland, I know you're mad at him. His game's coming around. He's 22-1.
Not bad. It might be worth a look.
I do. It's funny. I think of all the guys, I think the shutdown hurt Sungjae more than
definitely.
anybody.
I've been betting him. He didn't even make the cut. I got to tell you, Brian, I had a real good string going, but, I got smoked this week. Justin Rose, top 10 miscut. Sungjae miscut. Morikawa gagged. He puked on himself, as you like to say. All my horses, other than, DeChambeau and Hovland, did nothing. This week's a little bit different, though. I'm looking at the leaderboard. Do I want to take Bryson DeChambeau at plus 650? No, I don't. Even if he wins the tournament, he was loose with his driver. I'm going to do a Brian Blessing thing and probably start hunting around the 60 range. Let's think about guys who finished well. Lucas Glover had a great Sunday.
Oh, well, there's a guy sticks out.
Great Sunday.
A guy sticks out. To me, there's a guy that sticks out like a sore thumb here. And it's weird to say this. He borderline drives me insane. But Kevin Na should be 20-1, not 40-1. And again, when you watch, you learn, you listen. Kevin Na come back. He missed the cut the first time out. Well, as you watch the tournament, and they're telling you, he was picking his kid up and he wrenched his knee or twisted his knee, and he missed the cut in the first week. He come back this past week, and they said, "Look, the knee's good. He's healthy, and he's Charlie Hoffman, who I think can win.
Yes,
he's an ATM. I mean, he poured that putt in on 18 like that.
His
had to be
great.
That had to be like a $200,000 putt, right?
Oh, for sure.
At the end of the day, I thought Kevin Na played really good. 40 to 1. I'm looking at the guys above him. I mean, DeChambeau's there all the time. He just keeps lipping putts out. I
know.
You better not get near him because he's going to snap. He's this big bulked out, beefed up beefcake now, and he's starting to get frustrated because he's got chance after chance after chance.
Yeah, and the thing is, when is all that? The powder keg. Basically, he's like got lava in right now, and it's going to explode one of these days. And at plus 650, I don't need that explosion at that price. I couldn't agree more. Now Kevin Na's kid gets to wear Ralph Lauren Jr. and get the best formula in the world with the extra 200,000. He's just rolling in money, so the kid's going to be dressed up pretty good. 40 to 1 is a great price for Na. As I told you, I think Glover and Cabrera Bello are a great price, Brian, but I just found somebody too, and I've totally forgot about this guy with his military service. I'm going to bet this now before I forget it. Soon you'll know who to bet on at 175 to 1. He looked pretty good this week. He was right around page 2 of the leaderboard. You're getting a player of his caliber at 171. Soon you'll know, Brian. He's going to be on my betting card. 175. I love it.
Let's make some money tonight.
For outstanding information and special offerings and promotions, we invite you and encourage you to sign up for our newsletter today simply by going to the website at betmaker.com. All right, 100 to 1. If we'd have hit this one, in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, yeah, your boy. I see your boy. From the area, Mr.
100 to 1.
Mr. Stewart.
Last year, if we'd have pulled that one out of our hat,
I know
we'd have retired.
Yeah, he actually played well this week, didn't he? Too.
And he played well this. I'm looking him up real quick. But last year, we're sitting there going, all right, they're going up to Michigan for the first time in forever, and we're looking at Brian Stewart is the only guy, basically, that's from there.
Yep.
All right, so. I'm looking here real quick. In 2020, although this would be last fall, he was 4th here in Vegas, 10th at the RSM, 17th at the Safeway. So, his act was getting together a little bit. And I'm just looking real quick here. And here at the Travelers, 65, 67, 68, 68. He's tied for 20th.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Coming home to a place he grew, basically knows the course like the back of his hand. The only thing that's odd is last year our thing was he's going to have all these fans and friends and family, and that was like a little motivational thing for him. Well, he's got no friends and family. I mean, he's got the comfort level, I guess, that it matters. He knows the course. But I think a large part of what happened to him last year was his friends and family kind of, carried him through that tournament, don't you think?
Yeah, they did. I still think he's going to be motivated to play in the area. 100 to 1's a good price. He's trending in the right direction. There's a lot of guys in that range. It's actually crazy. This tournament, Brian. I don't think we've had chalk in the 3 tournaments, if you want to say so. Dustin Johnson, Webb, Simpson, right? Like these are Daniel Berger was not chalk. He was 70, but still guys that This could be the tournament where we have the 100 to 1 plus.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
This
is a rocket mortgage. Like, would it shock you if Harry Higgs won this tournament? No. Or Ryan Armour, who played well last week, plus 175. So I got to do my sprinkle job.
Look who won last year. Lashley won last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I
By the way,
knew who he was.
Real quick, back to Stewart for 1 second. He finished tied 5th last year. But if you look at what he did, he had one bad round. He had 66, shoots a 72 on Friday, and then comes back 65, 68. So I think Stewart's got to be on the ticket, doesn't he?
I'm going to put him on my ticket.
Small.
Soon you'll know will be on my ticket. And I'm looking at another guy in this range that can be kind of scary. I just mentioned his name. I'm not sure if I'm going to bet him, but Ryan Armour seems to be trending in the right direction, Brian. He's 175 to 1. That's a good price.
Yes, and Stallings is 110 to 1. Didn't Stallings play
Stallings
very well this weekend?
Stallings was top 5. He hit that putt on 18. Scott Stallings is one of those guys, you're right, like, you have to look at him. We talk about DeChambeau, he's the Incredible Hulk, beefcake. Scott Stallings is in good shape too. It's not like he doesn't have a weight room. Like when I'm pounding ice cream, this guy, like, he's in good shape. Scott Stallings used to be chubbier with a little bit of a gut. He's ripped now. He hits the ball straight. He's got basically a good game, Brian. You know what I mean? He's one of those guys that is underrated. Like, he should be a 66, not a 110 on my book, but he just doesn't get the respect he deserves because he's not popular.
Okay. I listen, well, you got to keep swinging. I think almost every week is like this, but like this tournament specifically, I think what you allude to, you want the analogy. This tournament is like Talladega on the NASCAR.
Yeah.
So where the big accident could happen. And the guy who's got the clunker, is the only one left standing at the bomb price. You look at some of these numbers and, you shake your head, but I mean, Patton Kizzire is 175 to 1.
I know, he played great last week.
How is that possible?
I know. I'm looking
I bet him yesterday morning. And he took a couple of bogeys. You can't, on a course like that, you couldn't have the momentum stalled, and then he disappeared, and they never showed him again. And then lo and behold, here he did good on the back nine again. He shot. I think he had 366s and shot 67 yesterday. And he's 175 to 1. And you look at the names that are ahead of him going, the guy had one bad hole. Brendan Todd is 80 to 1.
Yeah. I'm looking at Brendan Todd. Like, do I come back to this guy? People are going to get off his train, but he has the perfect game for this course, too.
He doesn't miss fairways.
I know. Sunday wasn't right. There was something going on Sunday. That triple bogey put him in orbit. 80 to 1 is a great price for him. And I'll give you one more. I'm not even. It's funny. I might not even bet a guy like Sungjae or like Viktor Hovland wins this tournament though. Like, I don't know what I'll do. I'm going to put my head through a wall. But Kyle Stanley Tools at 110 to 1 is another guy. His game is trending in the right direction, and he's won before. That is a good price. Watch out for Kyle Stanley. I think he has a perfect game for Detroit.
Oh. Here we go. Look, it's
see, that's a problem. I'm looking in the $100 range, and I got my grocery card. Oh, I'll take the lamb chops. I'll take the chicken. Ooh, steak, everything. I'm just loading up. The prices are too good in the bulk section. It's 100. Look at these guys at 110 plus. It's like ridiculous.
The prices are stupid. When we do this, I page through the players list, right, just to check their results. The good thing is, when you get a letter where there's not a lot in there, it's easy to find. Here's one for you. I mean, before the break, this guy was playing.
Grillo? Who do you got?
Van Rooyen 70 to 1.
I know. I looked at him,
but I'm looking
at too many guys.
He was third. He was third in Mexico, right? He could have won that tournament, right? Then the break. Oh no, not the break. He goes to the Honda, misses the cut. Then he comes out of the break at the Charles Schwab. You know what? I kind of like this. All right, he takes the break. He missed the cut. 2 over at the Charles Schwab Challenge. Comes back 66, 68, 66, 70. Didn't play this weekend, and now comes to this thing. Van Rooyen, he's flying. You talk about under the radar. I think Van Rooyen 71 is a very interesting play.
Yeah, we got to narrow it down because we like a lot of guys right now. That's the thing going into this.
I know.
But at 100 to 1, you can do spread. Like, that's the difference. You're not taking anybody at 22 to 1. You could take an extra couple guys, half unit plays. They play so well.
What I try to do when I say chalk, I will never do anything less than 25.
For me, it's around 20.
Well, I was all in on Koepka this week, and he didn't play.
Exactly. Me too.
So I would say for sure. At 40 would be my favorite-ish kind of guy. Middle of the road, I think Van Rooyen and Todd in that 70 to 1 range, I think look pretty appealing to me. We mentioned Stallings. He's an in-and-outer. How about Michael Thompson at 110 to 1?
Yeah. Thompson's been good to us. Didn't really play well over the weekend, but there's other guys in that region that I like a lot more. Stewart, 100 to 1. Soon you'll know 175 to 1. And for me, this name popped out, and I'm not backing down. I like Kyle Stanley at 110 a lot. I think that's going to be my big long shot guy. I think he has the perfect game for this course. He's starting to play better, and I think he's won before. I like guys that if they're in the situation, they can close the door instead of blow up on Sunday.
No, I know, and I would just come back to you, Bud, and say, Kazire that's a nut bar price. I think the guy's got a good game. I think he was close. I mean.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he did anything outlandishly bad. He was just right there. I think Kazire you could take a long, hard look at.
You could. And just one other guy in the mid-range who's starting to play better. I'm not going to take him this week, but Brent Snedeker looks like he's slowly getting his game back. He's 66 to 1. But I don't know. We got to, there's so many guys that we like at this price. I will not take DeChambeau at plus 650. Webb Simpson's fade material, in my opinion. Patrick Reed could win. I don't like the 16 to 1 price. Hatton, I'm going to pass on. Matsuyama, he can't hit it in the ocean. He could win this week. He's not going to be on my card. I'm done giving money to the Matsuyama Corporation. Viktor Hovland could win at 22 and M. But no, you're right. I'm going to start things off with your boy Kevin Na. Out of all those guys, he's in the best form and he's got the best price. 40 to 1 is a very good price for Kevin Na. Yeah, let's do it.
Let me throw 3 names in here. No, I'm not. No, but honestly,
I know. Yeah,
but they're clumped right together.
Okay.
I mean, very much like falling through the cracks, kind of. Alex Noren at 66 to 1.
Yes.
All right. A couple more. Brandon Grace, 75 to 1? I mean, Brandon Grace should be up there with Rickie Fowler, for God's sake.
I know. I like Noren at 66, though. I think that's the guy I'd go. Could Tony Finau win a golf tournament at 33 to 1? Like, is he ever going to win? He's priced like you're in this field. It's a bad field.
He doesn't know how to win.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. I'm going what I saw on the weekend this past week, non-Kazire. Brendan Todd had one bad hole. I don't forget, by the way, Cam, don't forget what that guy did. If he'd have won that tournament yesterday.
Oh, he'd be in the
literally
Rickie Fowler range, Sungjae M range.
No, but Cam, I'm telling you, he would be in the discussion for player of the year
with 3 wins. Yes,
right.
He would be.
And the one thing that we saw with him is this guy went on a 2 to 3 week Tootsie Roll.
Mm-hmm.
He had one bad hole.
Yeah, I'm betting him. I got to lose a couple guys like in my bomb section, but here's our 4 guys I'm going with right off the bat, Brian. These are the guys I'm loading my pistol with. Kevin, na. Hey, goodbye to my units, 40 to 1. Let's rock. Alex Noren, the pride of Sweden. He looks like he's getting his form back at 66 to 1. You know what, Brian? I am going to ride your Brendan Todd pick at 80. That's ridiculous. He should be 33 to 1. And 2 half-unit plays on bombs. Kyle Stanley tools at 110 to 1. And soon you'll know. What do you got for me, Mr. Blessing?
How many do we get?
I picked 5, I think. I got 2 did I take? I took, I took 5. Noren, Todd, Stanley, soon you'll know. We'll do a 5-pack because I drank one of your beers because that's the type of guy I am. Not 6, 5.
All right, well, the same 3.
Yeah, and you get 2 bombs.
I got not Todd and, I'm sorry, who was
Noren.
No. I like Noren, but and Todd for sure. Coming out of the tournament, I would say Todd, and Kazire that's insane. Did I say 175 to 1 on Kazire?
Yes, you did.
That is absolutely.
It is confirmed.
That is nut bar stuff.
It's crazy. I know.
Stallings merits consideration, but I think you could still get Stallings on Friday night if he's in contention.
On your boy Stewart.
We got to throw him in.
Yeah, we do. So 6-pack. Sorry, I bought a beer for you again. 6.
Yeah, man. I think
I don't know what this tournament, man. Like
like one of the range balls could win this week.
Exactly.
Bubba and Rory, Sabbatini.
Sabatini could win.
Lose
this
type
of tournament.
Honestly,
guys, you guys are grown men. Stop playing yellow balls.
Can't somebody get to these guys and go lose? Lose the range ball.
They want to be different, and I just think you're a professional golfer. You should never be using a yellow ball, but that's a story for another day.
It should be an absolute rule of thumb. If your name is on a golf bag, you're not allowed to use yellow golf ball. I mean, isn't that like words to live by?
I agree. I couldn't agree with you more. I think it looks idiotic. And also, like when you see it on TV too, it's like it like makes it look more cheesy and weak. And I'm with you. I hate them. I think they look horrible.
Sing a show tune or something. I just found one. You're going to kill me.
Oh,
I need 20 seconds.
No, what? 20 seconds?
Sing a song.
What? Na 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 na. Kevin, you left your wife at the altar. Your kids got great clothes, top notch baby formula. Ooh, an extra 200,000. Na 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 na.
Don't pick your kids up the day before a tournament.
Sha-na-na. Well. So what do you? Who do you got there, Turkey? Like, Adam Schenk?
No, you're gonna believe me when I say this.
Stop.
When I say this, you're gonna add him. Charles Schwartzel?
I'm not adding him. You could have him at 440 to 1.
Man.
Yeah, I know. He's a world-class player. Used to be with Duffner's 142. I just can't bet everybody, man. I gotta be disciplined.
I don't know. It's in Michigan. It's out in the country. There could be the one hole could have a picket fence. There could be crowds out there. He could eat corn on a cob through a picket fence and then win the tournament.
I use that guy's teeth instead of Gillette sensors. Those sharp, better than a disposable. God, him and Charles Howe. Those fangs look. They're very, very sharp. But I'm not taking Charles Schwartzel. I'm going to have to put my foot down. I'm putting it down, Brian. But it's crazy at 140 to 1. The guy's won majors. Like, and you're giving me 140 to 1. He gets his game back. That's a problem.
Well, if this was the Sunshine Tour, you'd be all over him.
Yes, you are right.
All right, here. I love how we do our research while we're on the air. But
of course we do. Well, yeah. It's
but when we talk it out, though, I'm telling you. The crazy thing is that's how sometimes goofy things happen. Nothing to write home about. I don't know what the hell was
I like
thinking?
Your Van Rooyen.
I was thinking Tom Lewis.
Know what? Cut it. Take a South African, cut the sandwich in half, and you get Van Rooyen at 70 or whatever the hell it is instead of 140. I know it's half a sandwich, but it's a sandwich that's not going to give you food poisoning. Trust me, that's a good pick.
I got a 5-pack then. Non-Todd. Who was the third guy that we agreed on? Who was your 6th?
Stewart.
Oh, yeah. Damn it.
Man, this guy's sleeping. Mike?
Can't this guy
Does Brian need a smoke?
No. All right, here. The guys I like, but you got to throw Stewart in. Not Todd. I think Kazire is a ridiculous price. And then I do think a guy like Van Rooyen's under the radar, and I think Noren is under the radar. Not Todd, yes. Kazire, Van Rooyen, Noren.
I like it.
And then Dustin Johnson just hit it into the water.
Yeah. Thank God he's not. Honestly, if Patrick Cantlay was playing this week, I wrote it down while I'm watching golf. Bet Patrick Cantlay to win this tournament if he's playing, but he's not playing. He played great over the weekend to finish like 12th. Like nobody, and Brian, he started his round on Saturday, bogey. He was 4 over after 6 holes. Like he could have been there. Like he really pissed that tournament away. Quietly, he made a nice little move over the weekend, but he's not playing there. Oh, another South African for you, Christian Bezuidenhout. I don't know if you want to take him. He's 66 to 1. No. Why don't we just bet South Africans and see what happens, except for Rory Sabbatini, because he's got a yellow ball. He doesn't make the team.
You know what? I'll trim it down to the 3 guys that played great this weekend, carrying the form, and not Todd and Kazire. And you know what? All 3 of them are overlays. All 3 of those prices are wrong.
I agree, 100%. They're way Nas should be like. I can't believe you said it. Like I don't care if Rickie Fowler's 33 to 1. We're getting Kevin Na at 40. That just tells you all you need to know.
All right, I'll tell you next week. We save time. We did all this on the air, live research, and I hope you all enjoyed that. Next week, here. Let's. By the way, I'm out of town next week.
Oh yeah.
Well, here, let's do it. Here, let's do next week right now. All right. It's Zach Johnson and Steve Stricker. Have a nice day.
Exactly. See you at the John Deere.
Betmaker. Let's make some money tonight.
Well, that's the Betmaker Show for now. We publish multiple times each week. We'd like to thank you for listening, and if you liked what you heard, please take a moment to leave a rating and review, or subscribe to our show feed, or share our show with a friend or two and help us grow the show. We very much appreciate it. Visit us on the web at betmaker.com. And reminder to sign up for the newsletter. Thanks to our engineer, Darren Vandermolen, and producer, Mike Gallivan. The Betmaker Show is a production of Cardinal Marketing Incorporated. Betmaker is a registered trademark. Any rebroadcast, reproduction, or other use of this content without the express written consent of Cardinal Marketing Incorporated is strictly prohibited.
The handicapping and sports odds information contained on this podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Please confirm the wagering regulations in your jurisdiction, as they vary from state to state, province to province, and country to country. Using this information to contravene any law or statute is prohibited. The podcast is not associated with, nor is it endorsed by any professional or collegiate league, association, or team. This podcast does not target and is not intended for an audience under the age of 18. If you think that you have a gambling addiction, stop this podcast now and please seek help.
Gambling and betting on sports is a form of entertainment and should be about having a good time. But when done excessively, it may negatively affect other areas of a person's life, such as their physical and mental health, school or work performance, finances, and or interpersonal relationships. At Betmaker.com and The Betmaker Show, we're concerned about the addiction that gambling may cause, and for this reason, we encourage everyone to practice responsible gambling. An approach to gambling that helps you ensure that it remains an enjoyable activity. Here are the main principles of responsible gambling. Don't think of gambling as a way to make money. Always gamble with money that you can afford to lose. Set limits and stick to them. Never chase losses. Don't gamble when you're depressed or upset, and create a healthy balance. Always be aware of how much time you spend gambling or thinking about gambling. And do not allow gambling to cause you to miss out on time with family and friends or time spent on other activities you enjoy. By following these guidelines, gambling can be a good time and great entertainment. If you feel at any time that your gambling is taking away from important areas of your life, is causing you stress or depression, or is leading to financial losses that are beyond your control, please reach out for help. Learn more at responsiblegambling.org.